The Day I Saw Heaven and Hell, My Salvia Experience. Part 1, The Decision. I never thought I would end up in hell. Not literally, of course, but that's what it felt like. It all started with a stupid decision to try salvia, a powerful hallucinogenic plant that can induce intense and bizarre visions. I had heard about it from some friends who had tried it and said it was like a short but intense trip to another dimension. They said it was fun, harmless, and legal. I was curious, bored, and depressed, so I decided to give it a shot. I bought some salvia extract from a local head shop and went to my apartment. I loaded a bowl with the dried leaves and smoked it with a torch lighter. I held the smoke in my lungs for as long as I could, then exhaled. I waited for something to happen, but nothing did. I felt a slight tingling sensation in my body, but that was it. I was disappointed. I thought I had wasted my money on some fake stuff. I decided to try again, this time with a bigger dose. I packed another bowl, this time with more salvia. I smoked it the same way, holding the smoke in for longer. As soon as I exhaled, I felt a sudden rush of heat and pressure in my head. I felt like I was being sucked into a vortex. Everything around me started to warp and distort. The walls, the furniture, the floor, everything became twisted and distorted. I felt like I was falling, spinning, and stretching. I heard a loud buzzing sound in my ears, like a swarm of bees. I tried to scream, but no sound came out. I was terrified. I realized I had made a terrible mistake. Part 2, The Trip. I don't know how long the trip lasted, but it felt like an eternity. I saw things that I can't even describe. Things that made no sense, things that were impossible, things that were horrifying. I saw myself in different scenarios, different realities, different lives. I saw myself as a child, as an old man, as a woman, as an animal, as an alien, as a monster. I saw myself dying, killing, suffering, laughing, crying, loving, hating. I saw myself in heaven, in hell, in purgatory, in limbo, in nothingness. I saw myself as everything and nothing, as one and many, as real and unreal. I felt everything that I saw. I felt pain, pleasure, fear, joy, anger, sadness, peace, chaos, love, hate. I felt everything at once, and nothing at all. I felt like I was losing my mind, my identity, my soul. I felt like I was dying and being reborn over and over again. I felt like I was trapped in a nightmare, a loop, a paradox. I felt like I was never going to wake up. But I did wake up. Eventually. I don't know how or why, but I did. I opened my eyes and saw my apartment. It looked normal, except for the smoke and the ash. I looked at the clock and saw that only 18 minutes had passed. I couldn't believe it. It felt like 18 years, 18 lifetimes, 18 eons. I felt like I had been to hell and back. I felt like I had seen everything and nothing. I felt like I had learned something and forgotten everything. I was still shaking, sweating, and crying. I was still confused, scared, and traumatized. I was still tripping, but not as much. I was still alive, but not really. I was still me, but not the same. I had changed. I had experienced something that I couldn't explain, something that I couldn't forget, something that I couldn't undo. I had experienced